guys, it's my birthday, so I decided to make my own birthday cake from scratch. I feel like when I say that out loud, it sounds really sad. But I promise it's not. I actually wanted to make my own birthday cake because I've always wanted to try to make my own birthday cake from scratch. I have made cake before, but it's always been from like the box. But this time I actually want to try to make it from scratch. So hopefully this turns out good. I got some recipes from Pinterest, so I'll link them down below so you guys know what I'm using, because I'm using one recipe for the actual like cake and then another recipe for the frosting. Okay, my neighbor just decided to start mowing his lawn literally the moment I started vlogging or started the camera. So if you hear that in the background, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can't though. I don't know. So when I first thought of this idea, I thought it was going to be like a really good video and I should film it. But now that I'm actually here, I feel like it's going to be really boring because I'm just a really boring person and I don't know what to talk about or what to say. And I'm not really funny, so I feel like it's just going to be a really boring video of me just making my own birthday cake. But alright, let's do this. Okay, so first step is to preheat the oven. I'm not going to do that just yet because I feel like this is going to take me a while to like mix everything, and then I feel like the oven is just going to like be on for like so long before I put the cake in. So I'm just going to wait until I have the mixture because I hate having just like the oven on and it just like being on for like a long period of time, and then I feel like anxiety of just knowing that it's on and the cake isn't in there. I don't know. Okay. I also want to say that I don't know how this cake is going to turn out because I don't have a mixer. So I'm going to have to do all of this by hand, and I don't know how that's going to go. So let's do this. Okay. First thing is butter. Beat room temperature butter. This isn't really room temperature yet. I took it out of the fridge like 10 minutes ago, but I don't think it's really in room temperature. We'll see. See, this would be so easy if I had a mixer, but I don't, so. Oh wait, how much do I put in? I should probably check. 1 cup. This is a cup, right? Wait, 8 tablespoons is only half a cup? Really? That means I have to put 2 of these. That's a lot of butter. Alright. That seems like a lot of butter to me, but whatever. Following the recipe. There's still paper on it. I'm putting my apron on. I made it. I don't even know if you can see it, but whatever. Putting it on. It says I have to beat the butter, but it's not room temperature yet. We'll see. I'm going to beat the butter with this. I think I need to like let it rest for a little bit longer, but nobody has time for that, okay? Yeah, I totally need to let this rest for longer because it's really hard. But I'm mashing it. I'm beating it. It's what it said to do. Oh, this would have been so much easier if I had a mixer. I should have asked for that for my birthday. Anyway. Okay. I need to beat this until it's light and creamy. It is not light and creamy yet because I'm impatient and I cannot wait until it cools off. Well, not cools off, warms up. So we're just gonna set this to the side because the next step I need to get another bowl anyway, so yeah. We're just gonna put this to the side and let it warm up a little bit. Okay, so I actually ended up putting the butter in the microwave for like 15 seconds. And now it's softer and creamier and I think it's good enough. So I'm gonna put the eggs in now. Also, when I was making this, or when I was thinking about making my own cake from scratch, I knew that like not having a mixer would suck and like I would have to just do everything by hand, but I didn't think it was gonna be that big of a deal. I'm like, I can do it, it's fine. But I've literally only done butter. That's all I've mixed, and my arm is already hurting. So I kind of regret this, but here we are. We're gonna do it. Mixing in the eggs now. I hope. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing fine. I'm fine. I'm doing it correctly. It's fine. Also, all the butter gets stuck in this thing. Whatever, good enough. Okay, next is lemon juice. Blah, 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 blah. My lemon. Got my lemon. Add in the freshly squeezed lemon juice. I think I need 2 teaspoons. The order that I have to put all these ingredients just seems wrong, but whatever. This is what it's telling me to do. Oh, I've never told you guys what kind of cake I'm making. I mean, I'm putting it in the title, but still. I'm gonna make a strawberry cake with like a whipped cream frosting. Ooh, I get to add in some food coloring. I want it to be really like pink, red-ish. So we're gonna add some food coloring. Okay, let's add a little bit of this. Like that much. This mixture is just, it's not looking right. The butter is still so like chunky and like, I think it's supposed to be creamier. It's just not looking right, but there's like a little pink flavor, or not flavor, pink color. It's looking pretty, looking pretty. But I don't think the butter is, I am already messing it up. Hopefully, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so I finished mixing it all together. It's all this like, it's this nice pink color. And I was actually filming me like getting all the ingredients and dumping them all in and like mixing it together and stuff. But then I realized that, at least I'm pretty sure that the bowl isn't in frame. It's just like my face. So I don't think like you could even tell or see me like put all the ingredients together and mix it together. And I was gonna like fast forward through all of it, but I thought it would be like, I don't know, nice to see me do that. But then 10 minutes later I realized that like you can't even see the bowl. So here we are. So I ended up just like turning it off and I finished mixing it all. And actually, I don't remember if I showed you the butter, how the butter looked, but it was all like chunky and stuff. Like I did not let it needed to be creamier than that basically. Like I should have let it rest for longer, but I was impatient and I just started mixing it together. So it was not ready for me to like put all the other ingredients in it yet because it wasn't supposed to be that chunky. And so I thought it would just like kind of fix itself. I thought it would be like once I put everything together it would just like be okay, but it wasn't. It was still chunky. So I had to stick this bowl in the microwave, and I would stick it in the microwave for like about 15 seconds, and then I would like take it out and stir it, and then put it back in there for 15 more seconds, and then take it out and stir it. And I did that like 4 times, I think. And now I feel like it's pretty like creamy and smooth now. There's still like a couple little pieces of butter in there, but they're not nearly as like chunky and big as they were. So I feel like it's good enough. Hopefully the cake is still turns out pretty like light and fluffy, because it did say in the directions that to not like over mix, because it would make the cake like more dense and stuff, and I want it to be a little bit like fluffier and lighter. But I did have to heat it up in the microwave for a while, so I was like mixing it quite a bit. So hopefully it just turns out fine and it's fine. But now that I have it battered, I'm gonna prep the little like pans and stuff and grease them with like butter, and then put flour on them so they don't stick, and then stick it in the microwave. Not microwave, the oven. And then stick it in the oven. So yeah, I'll be back. Also in the directions, or in this recipe, it says to put like fresh cut up strawberries in the, okay, I need to stop mixing this, in the cake mixture, but I don't want like pieces of strawberry in my cake, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. So let's go put it in the pans now. Okay, I forgot to show you guys, but I put the cake in the oven, and I put it in just like one big pan. Hopefully that's okay and like it cooks evenly. And then I'm just thinking about like cutting it into probably like 3 layers. So the cake's done. It took like a little over an hour, I think, to make, because I made it in this huge thing. So it's kind of like really like crispy on top, but I think I'm just gonna like cut that part out, so I don't think it'll matter. We'll see. So now I'm just gonna, oh, I did actually end up sticking it in the freezer for a little bit so it can cool off. So I'm gonna try to take it out of the pan, and then I'm gonna try to cut it into, I think, 3 tiers, 3 pieces, whatever. I'm gonna try to cut into it and see how it goes. So we'll see. It came out perfectly. Oh yeah. Ugh. I don't know if I should just try to cut it into 2. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut it in half. Because I was gonna try to cut it into 3 pieces, or 3 different layers, but I think that's gonna be too thin. And I don't wanna mess it up. Especially because I think I'm gonna have to cut off at least like a little bit of the top, because it's crispy. So that's just gonna make it thinner. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut into 2 tiers. Okay, wish me luck. I hope I cut it straight. That's the whole point of this. Okay, so for the icing, they didn't have powdered sugar in my grocery store. I think they like ran out or something. I don't know. So I didn't get any, and I need some to make the icing. And so I googled how to like make your own powdered sugar, and apparently you can just put like regular sugar in a food processor, and then it makes powdered sugar. So I did that, and I feel like it kind of worked. So hopefully it still turns out okay, because that's great. I feel like if it works out, I'm like, why am I ever gonna buy powdered sugar again when I can just buy sugar and then just make my own? But whatever. Okay, so let's try to do this. Also, I like this recipe because I don't have a mixer. I can, like, you can just make everything in a food processor, like mix everything together, and it makes the frosting, and you don't need to like whisk it all yourself. And I was actually kind of worried about that because I feel like if you make frosting from scratch, you really have to like mix it for a really long time. At least like a mixer has to kind of mix it for like several minutes, and so I can't even imagine how long it would take you if you had to do it by hand. But the fact that like this one, you can just put it in a food processor and it works, I'm like, yes. Okay, I'm back. I had to go make more icing sugar because, or not icing, powdered sugar, because I didn't make enough the first time. So I had to go make more. But now I have all my ingredients together, so I need 1 1/4 cup heavy cream. I got heavy whipping cream. I hope that's the same thing because I think it is. I don't know, but that's like the only thing they have. So, have it measured out. Wait. I'm putting it in the food processor. Okay, and then I need 6 to 8 tablespoons of powdered sugar. So I'm just gonna put 6 for now. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1 tablespoon of skim milk powder. And that's it. So now to just mix all this up. Hopefully it turns into what it's supposed to be. Okay, I think it's done. It looks really thick. It literally took like 10 seconds. Look at it. It looks like whipped cream. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It smells so good. That was so easy. Hopefully it focuses now. Maybe not. But it's like, looks like the perfect consistency. So I want to try it. So. Oh my god. Yep. Wow. Okay, you guys, I put my cake on this cutting board. I sadly don't have like a nice cake stand, so I'm just gonna use this cutting board. And it seems like it's cool enough, so I'm gonna put the first layer of the whipping cream, whatever. See how it goes. Also, I apologize that you can't really see me, like, can't really see what I'm doing because I don't have like a tripod or anything where I can like really set up my camera at like an angle so you can see what I'm doing. I try to like stack random things like underneath my camera to see if I can like get it into like on an angle, but it doesn't work. So I just need to get a tripod. So I'm sorry that like all you're staring at right now is my face and not the delicious cake. Okay. Now I'm gonna add the other top on, or the top part on top of that one. I don't think I'm gonna cut this top part. I was going to, but I feel like it's gonna be too difficult because it's pretty flat actually already, so I don't think it's gonna be too weird. And hopefully, I mean, it's not like, it's a little crispy on top, but I think it'll be fine. Guys, I'm finally done. This took so long. My camera like shut off after I don't know how long, because I was taking so long to like put all like the whipped cream and stuff on it. And then I stuck it in the fridge for a little bit because it was kind of like melting. And while I was in the fridge, I was cutting up some strawberries so I can put some on top. So this is the grand reveal. Ta-da! Let's do a little turn, Yeah. This is what it looks like. I think it turned out pretty decent actually. Like at first I was gonna do like dollops of like whipped cream, but I didn't have enough whipped cream to do like big ones. I could only do like smaller ones, and it just looked weird, and also I'm just not good at doing the little pretty nice little swirl things, you know what I'm talking about. So I ended up like just taking those off, and then I just decided just to put some strawberries just right flat on the cake, and surprisingly it looks better than what I expected. I thought it was going to turn out way worse than this, so I'm pretty happy with it. So now the only thing left is to try it. So yeah, let's try the cake.